Songo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah Songo mbona wewe mobali nanga Kasongo yeah mobali nanga Kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the backs of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that tin. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the PhD.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals.
This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget? government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget?
Wagwan family, good morning. How you guys doing? Everything good? Giving thanks and praise. Family, the amount of money them people are thief. Me I wonder how come we have so much pothole in Jamaica. People, do you imagine the amount of road we have to fix? And this Spark program where you hear them talk about and all its glory, it won't fix more than about 6% of our road, not fix, patch. Me tell you guys already this money are going to pocket. We need a system like a PWD system. Who remember when I grew up? When they say road I make? Less mile and all them things they don't. If you look at all them old road where you see a dig up, look at them old road and look at the structure of the old road. Many of the old road, they might have a little piece of asphalt left from back in the days. And when I look under that piece of asphalt, you will see a rock. Talk to me, people. The base of the road, the structure of the road cannot sit and mal. That's not sustainable. I'm going to read it for you this morning. They are taking this money and stuffed it in a pocket. I'm going to dig up some little dirt mixed with mal, it's going to look white, put it on the road. Some subpar material, and taxpayer money have to go in a road again, and again. You see them fix a piece of road, and in months it gone. Whose money think that is? Your money. When the right amount of money was allocated to fix the road, them not fix, not drain, them build it the cheapest way possible so them can keep money in their pocket. That's how I believe. And this has been going on for too long. I want you to remember, go and look on all of them old-time road. And you might pass them bodies, but you might see a little piece of concrete left on them old-time road from where we are picnic, right? Look at the base of those roads and see if you see the foundation is no mal. It's not mal. Rocks are some type of gravel, some thick gravel under the base of the road. So people gonna talk about something this morning because my thief up enough money. The money I get taken, nothing can't fix, crime can't fix, healthcare can't fix, education can't fix. Because the money I get taken, people, the money I get taken, poor people, don't care about the money I get take. PNP and labor right, say the money I get take. We raise the price every second we can get. Man, we got prison for the money of my thief, so. And then, at the wrong time, at the wrong time, we take the money, so. At the wrong time, them choose to steal them type of money. When we have bloggers out here, people with social media, are we more aware of what is going on. We did expect this, but not this heavy. $3 trillion just gone, so like a Sammy mouth, can't fix road, can't fix healthcare, police can't get no vehicle, nothing at all can't fix. The roof of many buildings around here are caving, mold everywhere, millions of dollars in a disaster relief, spoiled in a day. Look at mold in a roof, in a building, everywhere, government building, potholes, news article after news article. People dead in a hole about here. People drown in a pothole about here. It's disgraceful, man. What is going on in Jamaica when it comes to the holes in the road?
I'm right in Mandeville town. When I sit down this chair in a pothole, a big pothole. When I ask the Prime Minister if this is right, you guys can see me that I sit in the town into a pothole. This is right, Mr. Prime Minister. This is not right. Right in Mandeville town, right beside KFC, I'm sitting in the middle of the road into a pothole and a chair. This is not right. The government, I'm pleading to you to fix this pothole. This is not right. We need help on a pothole here. Up top.
Wow, family, manners and respect. It look like nobody now have no intention to fix our roads. Look at that. What that is showing you, years of neglect. You see garbage, whole stretch of road that has not been patched. Now it get worse. Wow. Water settled on our streets. Poor drain system are none. This need major reconstruction. Water need to go on the road. Look at that. Look at them type of hole. I've never seen anything like this. Article after article. You can see it. There goes a man who died in a pothole, fell off his bike, drowned in a pothole. Even police think that their duty been hampered by the lack of good road. It's all over, people, article after article.
People in the normal boy, and when they hear about the amount of money gone and accounted for, you say, no, man, we pay the consequences for this. It's not just Miss Matty's son alone who scam or thief something to go to prison. This is holding back the nation. This is sending the youth in a life of crime. When so much money I get missing, road can't fix. So many road fatalities caused by pothole. It's just now people are opening their eye on it and talk about it. Listen to the amount of money with them a thief, boy.
Where are the appropriate checks and balances? That's the question being asked by accountability watchdog JAMP. It comes following an extensive dive into the Auditor General's report into the various ministries, agencies and departments. O'Shane Masters reports.
In January, the Gleaner reported a $1 trillion crisis. But further checks by accountability watchdog Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal JAMP has put that figure to $3 trillion. The serial offenders, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. The Education Ministry has not given an account for spending, which totaled $902 billion. Similarly, for 10 years, the Health Ministry spent $695 billion, for which it has provided no documentation, and the Labor and Social Security Ministry has not accounted for $53.4 billion. But while that is the case, the accountability watchdog and political analyst and former parliamentarian Lloyd B. Smith has raised concern about the meetings of oversight committees which are to examine these reports, which are sent by the Auditor General, namely the Public Accounts and Public Administration and Appropriation Committees. These bodies have met less than 10 times for the year.
It is extremely troubling because this is the people's business, and when we look at the backdrop of the whopping salary increases that our parliamentarians have been receiving, in any private sector organization, they would have what you call dereliction of duty. And in this particular case, that is exactly what it is, dereliction of duty. And unfortunately, we do not have a way to penalize these parliamentarians apart from every 5 years when we vote. And then a lot of voting does not take such matters into consideration, unfortunately. But at the same time, I do believe that some of the things we can do, for example, is name and shame.
Mr. Smith is even more perturbed at the work of the PAC and has lashed out against the opposition. That body, which is chaired by the opposition, only sat twice this year, May 28 and July 16.
It is very troubling, and we have to wrap the opposition party for this as well, because that should be part of their role, to be the people's watchdog. And of course, the media has to play its role in highlighting this particular troubling matter. But again, one would hope that in our parliamentary system, where there's a loyal opposition, that it should be more proactive and it should be out there championing this particular cause of accountability.
As for Executive Director at JAMP, Jeanette Calder, there is much work for the Jamaican populace to do, starting with the $1 trillion issue. She says it must be on the lips of civil society and the media at every press conference. As for ordinary citizens,
JAMP has an access to information tool on its website. You just need to know who you want, click the name of the entity, ask the question, what have you done, Minister, about the fact that we don't know where this $902 billion went? Hit send, and the law says the minister has to respond in 30 days.
People, when I hear that, world of money gone and we just sit down like we are big old idiots. So. And we not say nothing. Because we love politics more than anything else, like we are big fool. We're not fool again, you know, man. Politics is not just about us, you know. It's a choice we make now for our youth, later in the future. This is nonsense, you know, people. When such man, him promised to say, as a young politician, 9 years ago, oh, him got this, and oh, him got that, and now him not go on and he take money from we. Listen to the promises such man promised we, when him just come in as Prime Minister. Listen to the empty promises.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
People, when you know say all that a lie though, just make up right this upon the spot. Did you know that was all a lie? Made up right there on the spot. All right, I'm going to show you a next bit of promise from this brother here. But also, take a keen look at the roads, the streets. Look for garbage. Look for potholes. This is approximately 9-10 years ago. Yeah? I want to say, you look at it. Any part of the streets of Jamaica, Look on for potholes. Look for garbage. This is about them time the 9-10 years ago. Watch it.
Break for those employees earning up to $1.5 million annually.
The Jamaica Labour Party will remove income tax from the salaries of approximately 118,000 workers. This includes most teachers, nurses, security forces, and many public and private sector workers. You could take home as much as $18,000 more on your pay per month.
But on assuming office, the JLP found out that there were scarce resources to finance its election promise. There was no gas tax as the party had hoped, and as such, the April 1 deadline for implementation of the tax policy was never met. But the party shrugged that off, and Finance Minister Audley Shaw made this announcement when he opened the budget debate on May 12.
So when we presented our 10-point plan, which included 1.5, this was not just a political gimmick. It wasn't at all. It was something that was well grounded in research into the situation, the feeling, the suffering of the people.
And the 5-year percent growth in 4 years never come true. That's why you see this brother come out and so I tell lie on the people them borrow money and I give it $20,000 and I can the people them.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
And them never make that 5% growth in a 4 years. Unless, like me said before, the big guys, them get that they growth, they will not get it. You see the big guy, them a put up finger, one and a 5, and the next one a 4. It means 5% growth in 4 years. That not happen in a 9 years. Now when they reach for the 9-year mark and them a beg more time in the office, here Cliff User tell me something different, yes, sir.
Not good news. So the growth we have been having has come to an end. It is now decline. That's where we're into now. And as you heard from Dr. Henry there, for calendar year 2024, we are going to end the year poorer than how we started it collectively in terms of our output of goods and services. Not good. And therefore, making the connection, the Prime Minister would have been aware of this. He would have been aware of this, or ought to have been aware of this. Hence, what we heard from him on Tuesday, because he would have known that, listen, the economy has stopped growing. It is now declining. Hence, what he told.
So, are we going to have a good and stable government when the leader cannot be truthful, money are missing over there, so unaccounted money? People, this is a calamity. Jamaica is in a bad spot, you know. Jamaica is in a very bad spot. Not but lies and deception are going on here. And the poor people, them not understand what are going on, you know. Some might have passed over our head.
Is alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations. And one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child. Many Jamaicans add their children to their accounts for survivorship reasons and in the event of emergencies. I have never claimed these as my assets. And I'm satisfied that the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support claims that I intentionally omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and that there is greater evidence to support my explanation as opposed to evidence to the contrary.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
Boy, enough lies to go around, brother. That's a pure lie them I tell you now. Pure lie them I tell. Pure lie them I tell people. Money I run out like a war. Everywhere. You see how them PNP there? They need to get up and say something more. Press gas and don't stop. Stop, sit down and wait for a pole. And press gas until you reach where you go. I saw me see it. Don't sit down and wait. Because when such man start buying vote with all the big sea money and the burial money and the storm we pass, the Sunday money, it's just like, what do you know, people? We can't sit down and wait. I say we cannot sit down and wait, because if we sit down and wait, like me say, you cannot trust the people of Jamaica. I don't trust them. No, I don't trust more people them when it comes to politics. I said it already. JC Hutchins will tell me about them already. What them about $5,000 in a box, the lunch, which is, you know, something I said, boy, I disrespect it. The man I disrespect them. But him know them. 27 years after 27 years, him knowing people them. People, let's get into the bad road them and see what I go on. There's an article. There's an article out there about bad roads. Look on them a type of road there. They talk about a man who can't see, picnic, drop in a hole, and then gone. You have hole like them there all over Jamaica. You have precipice, where piece of earth just tear off. If you don't know where you do, you're gone forever. You see me I say? So Christopher Burgess, Dr. Christopher Burgess, contribute this, is a contributor of this article. Remember what to read for you right now. All right? And it said Jamaica's pothole plague, part 1. Causes and underfunding of maintenance. We're going to see what I go on with the road there, because Mr. Burgess, like say, him have some good insight on how road construction is supposed to take place and what I go on with Jamaica country in terms of road. Because remember when I picnic, I used to see all road. Like me I say, people, even right now you go to Jamaica, you will see a little piece of, one little piece of asphalt where they're there from long time. Everything mashed up in about you see a little asphalt. When they look at the surrounding road, it is rock stone under them all road there. Not normal base. Rock stone under them the road there. Look on them, any piece of road we see with piece of asphalt on the pan from back in the days. Just look around it. And you think say the mall could have lasted that long under them little piece of asphalt where you pass in a Jamaica all over the place. It's a shame, man. Let's read. Potholes have become an emblem. Potholes have become an emblem of frustration for Jamaicans, symbolizing the chronic issues with the nation's road infrastructure. Despite billions of Jamaican dollars being allocated to road construction and maintenance over the past decades, the poor state of the nation road remains a persistent problem. You hear there? Billions of dollars pumping a road, gone in a pocket. Billions of dollars, people. I'm not a police power road that talk about fitness. But they must suspend, examine upon road that drive people car and look for fit vehicle. There's no way Jamaica can have no fit vehicle out there. I don't care if the car brand new or you just align a car. You make two drive on a bad road and eat it upon every day. You're going to power and look for a smooth road and say examiner. Then they want to take your car and drive it. When a bad road them give you to make your car unfit. Present the unfit road to me. You know, never them make a play. This police pull over this brother one giving ticket and a one light the police have in Jamaica. And the brother turn on the camera upon the police. Police drive off. One light the police have upon the Jeep at Jamaica. I want come talk to the motorist. And the motorist take out the camera and say, look at police have one light. Me I'll show you the video, man. Jaja, there is no doubt that the average commuter is observing the worst road conditions in the living memory and alive people in our history. In our history, people, prosperity no looks up. A colleague at this year's Jamaica Institute of Engineers annual dinner lamented that even in the time austerity in 1990s, the main road from Kingston to Westmoreland was maintained at two people. Holland Bamboo Road, Santa Cruz, down at Luana. When I go to White House, the road is nice. Smooth road to serve. Barber Green Road. What happened now? We have more money now. We are about billions more to spend. Budget to go up. We're not seeing a road. Politicians are getting richer. You know what the change? Back in them days, politician was poorer. Think about it. Them never rich so. Your prime minister, they live in the house where the government give them to live in. They never live on a mansion, on a hill. Them the prime minister wear bush jacket. They now wear the Italian suit and go like them at the Kardashian. Those prime ministers never have no business all over the place. All this money. Those prime ministers never have 28 bank account. What do you expect? It's what changed though. The answer is right before your eyes. We can't sustain this. No, sir. We used to have good road properly maintained from Kingston to Westmoreland. And a lie, man. That is not lie. The trip from Norman Manor International Airport to Mannings Hill Road is an exercise in patrol, dodging, once you get onto Sir Florence Glasspool Highway. Journalists, analysts, and social media angels have not been blind to the patrol plague either. 2 Saturdays ago, the Sunday Gleaner lamented on the front page about the impacts of adverse state of roads was having an emergency vehicles. When I hear that, people, travel time had increased and police vehicles were being damaged. Meanwhile, Mark Wignall remained hopeful. What I like about the PNP lane of this program, what I like, a lot of people. Yeah. What I like about the PM, Prime Minister, laying out this program is that we have his commitments. There was the TikTok article in Tom's Hope, Portland, with a freshly paved road surface folded like a black carpet last week. And the reality is that Spark has less to do with national development than urgent road repairs of delayed maintenance. I want to understand what that little part I mean. And the reality is that Spark has less to do with national development than urgent road repairs of delayed maintenance. Which means Spark is not going to develop the country and take it forward. Spark is just a backtracking, going back and pick up stuff what we never do. You understand me? Patch road, that we can make the road them mash up, stay too long, we delay the fixing up of the road them. So that's all Spark is gonna do. That means if the road them we did fix already and we have them patrolling and the Spark money was applied in a moment like that, that would add to the infrastructure. But it's not gonna add to nothing right now, people, because we have to fix up road where that we did not maintain. And they become bad. You see what I say? But listen, this part now. No major highways will be built to spark an economic paradigm shift. And less than 6% of the road network will be addressed. I want you guys to hear what me I say so. Less than 6% of the road network, according to this doctor, will be addressed. In this article, I explore the root causes of this issue, assesses the value for money from the National Work Agency, NAA, suggests the role of artificial intelligence, AI, in road maintenance and purpose, a way forward. Key point, Jamaicans are frustrated with potholes, ridden roads after spending billions of dollars. Good roads consist of layers of good material that are highly compacted with drainage and fit for traffic loads. Potholes are mostly caused by water and weakened road base. NAA is underfunded. You hear that, people? Listen to this apart. While billions of dollars gone everywhere, you know, and accounted for. NAA is underfunded. NAA receives about $6.6 billion, but requires $20 billion to $30 billion. It would take $100 billion to $200 billion to sustainably address the condition of road network, or about 4 to 5 Spark programs. So all of you guys think this Spark program is going to work. It's not going to work. Less than 6%. So the donkey track in your community, like the Prime Minister said, patch him, come patch out some things, and Jaja, and we already know the patch job go already, Jamaica people. We already know it's going to show. We're tired of the same thing. It is questionable if the public has received value for money. We don't see nothing for money. Like Mr. Tufton and tell me, say, this budget have moved from 60 billion to 140 billion. One would ask, what do we get for our money? Nothing, Mr. Tufton. Same thing I saw. It is questionable if the public has received value for money with recurring expenses, lack of professional oversight, and use of poor quality material. You hear that again? Lack of oversight. Just give the Dan man down a piece of the road for run off. Yo, boss, I want a road, a piece of road. Yeah, man, I get 5 miles of road for run off. I get a contract. I get 2 man with us. Get a man with a roll, and we don't know about no road, we don't know about no construction. You hear me, people? Man, I build road and know about no construction. Just get a man and sub it out, and that's it. Too fast move and knock it out real quick, and that's it. No engineering. No some man in a one truck and some asphalt. The way forward must involve long-term planning, a PWD-style department, professional oversight, and extended warranty periods. People remember PWD? Who remember PWD back in the days? When them man they come out for them truck. I remember them yellow truck they come fix road, and them man and them khaki clothes When them a come out, they no busy about no politics or nothing. If a road them a come fix in a community, I eat them a come fix. Them a look a boy, we see them pan chuck a look a man. Them were told which piece of road to fix. Stop at the gate there. Don't fix a yard there. Just pass them gate. Them do it, people. Me never see that under PWD. If them a fix road a fix. They not miss out PNP yard. They not miss out labor right yard because of politics. Money will get thief out there, so. What do we look here, man? We want a PWD style people. What do you say about people? Who remember PWD? Who remember PWD? When Jamaica functioned good, and then the man take care of roads, with culvert, with drains, and then the people take care of that. PWD, them yellow truck, and them roller, and them equipment. Eh? And then me fussy with grader. Remember grader, people? When the man they come and a grade out road, because sometimes the road banking, rock stone drop down in night and stuff like that, and PWD come and them use a grader. You clear out road banking, and people who remember that type of Jamaica there. Me say, who remember that type of Jamaica when grader used to come through PWD grader. And the grader man push out the blade, yeah, and scrape out the road banking, widen the road, clean it up. Heavy culvert clean. Man get job for chap, and my father get job for chap road them time. Yes, man, me a look a youth, man. Go down to the machete chap road with my father, man, and I clean up bush, man. Proud of the job you're doing. When I look back, I say, wow, we do a good job. Clean up a road, and the next man I get where you left off. And the place used to look nice. When I pass through any town square, they used to plant it up. I want a place near Middle Quarters. Who remember one place near Middle Quarters? So remember Middle Quarters where they sell crayfish? When my youth, you know, them places used to be nice, you know, flowers in the big like them round about there, you know. Man, maintain them, and the people believe me. Government used to pay man to maintain the plants, them down in Middle Quarters in the town square. Beautify the place. More Jamaicans used to get money, put white line pan rock stone and tree root and all them type of thing there. Jamaica used to be nice, you know. We used to have some people take care of place and believe in the country, you know. You think we could have seen no garbage like we see garbage now? Look on the garbage we see right now. Look on the garbage. It used to say market done, and as market done, market man out there clean up them garbage. The next day you go there, can't believe the market they keep there yesterday. That's the type of Jamaica we come from. Eh? This is a garbage we see in our country, we must accept it. Road and mash up, money and thief, we can't fix nothing, and we must accept this nonsense. Understand, people. So you see this article in the Gleaner about the road. I want a serious article for those of you who like to read. Go get a read. Yeah. So the brother as we scroll down and say, maintenance plan involving routine inspections, patchings, resurfacing, and drainage, cleaning, sustain road integrity over time. Road must also account for challenges like hurricane traffic growth by using scalable designs and resilient materials. It is understandable why the older roads, listen to this, it is understandable why the older roads constructed with firm, well-placed, coarse gravel base have stood the test of time. Good road construction leads to delayed potholes and slow deterioration rates by a factor of 5. Eh? Come on, man. Poorly constructed roads do not last, and that is in Jamaica. Potholes are the result of depressing or cracking in the road structure that fail. If cracks are caught early, the occurrence of pothole can be limited. There are several types of failure, but most are caused by water entering and weakening the road base, excessive traffic loads for construction, and substandard material. So, look here, man. I pay a thief and I go on with money. All right, well, you know what I tell you? No, more while a year say, money is donated from overseas to fix a piece of road in Jamaica. Now, the people that donate the money from overseas, them have good road and them know what a good road construction entails, right? They did not, I think that Jamaica that come with some mall and some tar water and give we as road. You understand me? They don't expect that. They expect that Jamaica are going to do the right thing and give it drain first. I saw them build road, you know. You know, just go put on tarp on the road and mall. Yeah, man, set up the structure for it. What they drain there? We want to see the system them set up for the road before you even put nothing on it. Like normal. The base, the foundation. Yeah? Jaja, people. Look here. The doctor them went on strike yesterday. And the doctors, I read in the evening that the doctors are back at work. So them come to some agreement. I mean, no say the government are going to make the doctor then piss off again. Because this government only go around and trick the workers throughout Jamaica and trick the people. The government has trickster. Then promise the people this $20,000 and may I hear say that there's a suspension on that money. Them stop and because them have some type of problem, system problem. Guys, don't believe that? That $20,000 what such man is talking about. Me here say, right here.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
Now, that $20,000, people may hear say there's a halt and the issuing of that money. Me read it. Them stop dole out the money because of some, me don't know what, they might come with some excuse, system failure, whatever. Now, me see one lady put it in the comment section, say she hear say, them now dole out the money until next year, June. Anybody know of anything about that money? Comment section, we're in this community. We share knowledge. Anybody hear about that money, people? Wanna come here, people? Let me show you something. May I drag your memory? I'm going to show the pattern of this government. Now, remember what them say? Them are got scale back bus fare and JUTC bus. Remember that? Them say them are reduce the bus fare for JUTC bus. But them never tell the people them say they need a smart card. And they were general shipping, they don't really want to do it, because them know say, come the morning there where them people show up for the reduced bus fare, them not gonna have no smart card. Most people not gonna have that. Poor people take bus. But remember what they did with the bus fare, them take back the bus fare, not true. Gone back up to 100%, not true. In no time. Months or less. I think like in 1 month or less. I don't think the people can get to ride off of the in a parliament, people. Them announce that. Them run pan that in an election. Hot up the people in head. Or them reduce them bus fare pan JUTC bus. The people may only get a couple ride. The ones with a smart card. Now the JUTC fare gone back up. I'm going to show you the next thing so you can call it a pattern. Remember the taxi man them in an election. They promise the taxi man them say them can raise them fare. Who remember that? I think it was in a June last year or something this year. And by the time coming, I think the 1st of June, I think it was in a June, if I'm not mistaken, Nigel Clark and Vaz go meet with the taxi operator them and tell them say, don't raise them fare. Remember them promise them in the election, and give them the date. Yes, go ahead. Just before the date come for the man them raise them fear. Then pull back for the taxi man them. I don't think they get it back all now coming to see nothing in the paper. So taxi man still, there's a deficit. So when the taxi man then get a fare raise now, the taxi man them still behind. Because them should have get a fare raise already. You saw the sufferation stay. Remember, you know, and here come this money and now, comment section, talk about the money. Anybody know about the $20,000? Yes, sir. When you not gonna get the money? Last some you know. Who want to know? Who want to know? Me are looking at the comment section for somebody give me some answer, because them say for anybody else who went to collect or seek to collect this $20,000 and them refuse you, what is the excuse? What is the reason them give you? Do they give you a date when you get this $20,000? Anybody else will watch me and they qualify for that 20G? Or if you know anybody who qualify for the 20G, me know a family member, a friend, yard and abroad, you know somebody. What is the excuse of the government why they pause and when they must start the distribution of the 20 grand where they borrow from the future when already have it, you know? We don't have it. We don't have it. I pay the loan they might take to do this just because Andrew want to show everybody say the economy where he might run is good. Because economic growth and job creation is under him. Economic growth and job creation. That's why I see he keep talking about the economy and talking about the job. 96% employed, only 4% unemployment in Jamaica. Where you ever hear that nonsense? Who hired the 96% away? Only hotels. Most of the people in my hustle. So how them take that how them add that up? Most of Jamaica hustle self-employed. So how you gonna tell me say Jamaica is fully employed? How you gonna tell me that? Me an idiot, man. Who go check the hand card, man? Who go check the baby mama? This man will say, you know what? Me go buy two, this and that, and I go down the market go sell. What about the youth this man when they depend on say my bill one hand cart and start push it? Eh? One to the brother say, boy, I know say I chop up piece of bush pan the bank in and I put a little shop yes and sell to this and sell to that. One to him, we are also for himself. Who give him a job? Government go ask him question. How them know? How can they know that 96% and they must say it's more now of Jamaicans are employed? Which part you see that in my country? Did I dare watch a video? Andrew is going to one community, talking to some youth, and youth them I tell him say, you know, I give him some give him his vision and why he want to be self-employed, you know, farming and stuff. Now Andrew Wonders, I tell you would say there's job, and nobody now feel them and ray. The youth I tell the Prime Minister say they have land and matter about farming to be self-employed. The whole time the Prime Minister they steer the youth to the plantation in a hotel and all them thing there. Like Mr. Prime Minister damn blind. Him think say the youth them I go for no goddamn $15,000 a week. It's different, man. It's different time. The youth them realize they don't underpay them, you know. You think the youth them stupid like a we. That's why them rather scam to backside. Sometimes you look at it, you know. No, I'm not saying no youth for go do that. Me not justify not like that. Yeah, me not in no type of crime and not like that, people. But just look on it. Them type of money, they outdated. Outdated type of money, they give Jamaican people, you know. Just like the taxi man them. When them say them make them raise the fare and then go back and pull the plug on them. By the time they say, all right, taxi driver, go ahead and raise a fare. Them already behind, you know. Because them already screwed them up upon that time there when they be supposed to get a raise. So when they raise, give them a next raise now, about 3 raise, because them do it before put the taxi man them, you know. I said by raise when them line up, them not balance out yet, you know. So you see, we always behind. With pay raise, if a hotel I work anywhere in Jamaica, you police, you security guard, you nurse. You already underpaid. You now get the raise. So when you hear them talk about them and give you a raise, they're supposed to jump up and happy. You already underpaid. So the money they might give you, and not that, it will never catch up to cost of living with inflation. But you know who did that? You know who fix up them periods? Where catch up the inflation? Politician. That anonymous periods where them give themselves, only them. Only them. And Mr. Andrew Holness come tell me, say, him never get $1, him not get no periods. What a man be a face, man.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
Them come out and I tell me, say them, you know, run up and down, but them I do so much of farming. Me tell you, say them nah, do nothing for farming. Why? Because them and them big friend have importation license. So when farmer plant this stuff, it reduce their prices. They would rather the people them suffer the high cost of produce, and the farmer them suffer, cut the food from under them because farm producer come from overseas, they all poison and undercut the farmers them in Jamaica. Them not care what they are doing to our country. Don't take it from me. Listen, there are many people in Jamaica have not received anything since burial. There are many people in Jamaica, all the more than money you hear them talk about them spend out in a burial. Poor people don't see that. Poor people don't see it.
This is where burial tear off part of my farm. They come from rather than assess it until I'm not hear anything. I'm a licensed farmer. Everybody, some people get things. I don't get anything. Look here. I'm trying. This is mine, but I try it myself. No help from the government. They're talking about helping farmer. That's why I keep on saying Hanover farmer not getting no help. They just come to you and look at it. It tore off. Nobody come and ask you anything. So I'm saying, remember the Hanover farmers. Look at me. Burial tear off part of it. They only come and assess it, take pictures. Nothing. I'm a licensed farmer. Look at it. I'm trying my best. Half of my chicken farm is gone. And until now, it's going to another year. They doesn't hear anything. Reach out to the Hanover farmers. Look at here. This is a living evidence. Half of it is gone and still yet no help. And we are still trying. Not even a tank to help me out. I have to drug in water to supply my stuff. When rain, I give thanks for the rain. When no rain, then I have to draw the water myself. And you know, even chicks need water. A lot of water. Reach out to the Hanover farm.
PR stunt of a PR stunt. PR stunt government, listen now.
Songo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah Songo mbona wewe mobali nanga Kasongo yeah mobali nanga Kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah
People, PR stunt. I saw they run the country and take it for Rasta for an idiot. They take it for a load. An idiot. Come out there and camera run. And just this and that and the camera. Nothing now go on for the people in my Portland. Nothing now go on for nobody. A matter of fact, me tell you on this platform, I don't see no hard-working politician in Jamaica. None on the Labour right side, none on the PNP side. The whole of them have to change. Look here. Look who joined the PR stunt. Oh, JC Hutchison. I mean, if everybody are doing JC, why not? Me not wrong here, man. JC Hutchison have joined the PR stunt. No, we know that JC Hutchison can't push a broom. But no, JC Hutchison put on him soda on the ground right now, so you can see soda in the green buckle right on the ground before the tar. The little baba green that they put out there. And they grab the thing and hold it and say, take me picture. Let me see that one. That one don't look good, my boss. Let me take another one. All right. Come on, hurry up, man, because the asphalt hot. Come on now. Everybody getting this PR stunt, taking Jamaica people for idiot. Some cheap talk, some cheap shit, and the Jamaica people don't see say. I fool them take with for. Jamaica people don't see. Say idiot them a take with for. Let's play around with some fun.
Songo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah Kasongo mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mobali nanga Kasongo yeah. Mombali nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh yeah.
Not but lies them tell we and PR stunt people. To make things look pretty. Like them a do something like all day long, all she do. I walk in a ganja bush and a fark land and help anybody who she see a roadside, any farmer, she go put on a water boat. Look on the dressing again.
Songo mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh yeah. Songo mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mobali nanga Kasongo yeah. Mombali nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh yeah.
Men around JC Hutchins forgetting I too. Everybody I can tell this PR stunt nonsense, boy. The lies. And we're tired of it.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in heart approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
Hear that, brother? 9 years ago. People, me show you upon this platform, road not fix, you can't see it. There's no question upon that. Garbage not pick up, you can't see it. No question upon that. Healthcare, no money not spent upon it, you can't see it. Everything is neglected. Our courthouses, municipal buildings, courthouse roof are fall down. You have them not bathroom for use, judge and lawyers and jury clerk and the court now bathroom for use in courthouses. Linstead courthouses so dilapidated, them have to use a church, municipal building across the country. All these things dilapidated in the country. Let me ask a question. Which part of believes a crime coming out of all of this? If them neglect everything, every other area, why you believe say them not neglect crime? People, them neglect crime. Everything neglect people. With the power own. That's why gunman can operate the way them and do it. Everything has been neglected. Them tell me so much that them are going to do about crime. This video I'm about to play for you. Almost 10 years ago. 9 years ago when a brother just come in as Prime Minister of the plan and all them bam, bam, bam. Listen this.
Citizens are still concerned about the high incidences of crime and violence. Security Minister Robert Montague has been talking tough, even hinting that his ministry is considering resuming capital punishment.
It cannot be that persons feel comfortable to exact criminality but do not expect to be severely punished. Persons who intend to break the law must know that the punishment will be sure, swift, and just. In that regard, I have asked the Minister of State, Senator Pernell Charles Jr., to consult with a number of agencies, including the Attorney General's Office and the Ministry of Justice, to determine if there are any legal impediments for the resumption of hanging in Jamaica.
Mr. Holness says his administration will be bold in tackling crime.
The narrative which we want to emerge is that we're going to be bold, that we are going to take the reasonable steps necessary to make a stepwise reduction in crime in Jamaica. We don't intend to do it in a dictatorial fashion. It must be reasonable. At the end of the day, civil society, public opinion is very strong in Jamaica.
The bar is high for the JLP team, and no doubt Jamaicans are eagerly awaiting all the promises the party made on the campaign trail, like removing auxiliary fees from high schools, implementing fixed election dates, and setting term limits for future prime ministers. Tanika Thomas reporting for Scene Caribbean News.
You hear that? The man not fulfill no promise. Crime turn up on we. Till them a youth a come out with a big old gun in a broad daylight. Broad daylight, the man them a come out with a big old gun.
Officer, wait, officer. Officer, please. Officer, hold on. Come here. Try to get to them, man. Try to get to them, man. Come out now, officer. Hold on. Officer, come out and do it. Do not kill them, man. Let's make them kill you. Let's fly door there. Go ahead now. Pull the door, officer. Yo. Yo. I'll cook something for us. Let me hear that. I'm going easy. It's a point to the youth. Killer. Just like the youth. Keisha. Officer, wait, officer. Officer, please.
The crime reduction when promise we, Mr. Prime Minister, we're going to sleep with the windows and door open. And there is a lot more we can do on crime in Jamaica. Now the youth them, in a broad daylight, them a come create mayhem like a war, them a go with big machine. Get caught up like a rat. Eh? Police could have dirt all of them, you know.
Nobody. Please, officer, please. Please, I live with the fun. Please, I live with the fun. Please, officer, do your begging. Please, do. See, and do. Please, officer. Shut up. Please, officer. Please, do. Please. No, please. Father God. No, officer, we're not good. Officer, man. Officer, my brother, we are soldier and police officer. Please, we are good. Officer, college, we get accepted from the college. Why is it? Officer, please. I'm married, officer, please. Get accepted from the officer, we are not fools. Please, officer. Everything's locked up, officer. Please, we are begging, officer. Please. Please, officer.
You see that the youth them in that crime. When I see where ops officials say, may have police colleagues where get the 20K already. Me see Danet Wainwright said pensioners can't get it. Each time you plug in your info, they say it does not match. But remember them say them you cannot suspend them, stop it right now, you know. So when I know when them start it again, when I see it in a paper, when I resume, you know, giving them that money, I don't know if I get it for the Christmas or what. I see one lady said not until next year, June. See, last said April. Last you know, are you you're referring to the money? The $20,000 and next year, April? And I'm going to like say a big thing, such man, you know, people, and money from Norman Manley Airport, future money, like you take money from payday loan, where you don't have. You don't got payday loan if you're not broke. And when you're broke, you got them place. See, Yvette GB say yes. I remember Middle Quarters and the pepper shrimp. I remember the Barbara Green Road from Ferris Crossroad to Waterworks in Westmoreland. Me said, Jesus. When they turn off at the main road and turn on that road there, from out of Ferris, right? And you got Mobi, not but pretty road. Barbara Green solid. Them haggard there. Remember me used to take haggard pan the road there. Them haggard a whistle from Negril to Sav to Negril. Pretty road. in a them cane field there. Haggard a whistle. Them Toyota Haggard bus. My God. Eh? When we did poorer, no have no money. Let's business out there. I put in taxes. But guess what we do now? When we call them business coming in the country, now pay the taxes. Duty-free import, everything free. But I'm allowed to use the same road where I use and then I put into nothing. Yeah? I call for police. Police again, Mr. Chin. When police should have looked for the man that we are killing for you, they better get up. Mr. Chin now pay the taxes. Now pay the police pay. But you get the benefit out of him. Yeah? They got the hotel, the mall, them place there. You go down there, see security forces, pay off. They might get duty-free imports. The only thing they might do is provide a little job with them pay $1 an hour. Slave labor. That's all they might do. You understand me? So people live on mediocre kind of job and opinion and lifestyle, and we can barely survive. By the time they give me the next raise, we are already behind. That is the problem here. The politicians are the only ones who bring them pay enormous, higher than what them deserve. While the rest of we, I figure out what we're going to do with the local pay when we get to Friday. We notice we did a plate that get smaller and smaller. The grocery get less and less. The money I go less journey when you go to the supermarket. You know, I go to distant no more. But the pay remain the same. Police and the force them have access to human beings out there who afraid of them, who rather give them some money over a ticket. Now you wonder why police engage in a different type of thing there. No, I say police get locked up here type of thieving and scamming in a Jamaica. Likewise, soldier. What is going on in my country? I two soldiers, I see them lock up enough for some things, No, man. Then them are youth here with them big old gun out there. Yo, you must say, let me tell you about crime in Jamaica. I'm going to say it again. Just like we see them neglect healthcare, education, the roads, the police, them only believe say crime I go fix. I see where they neglect crime, people. Agriculture get neglected. It's the same way they neglect crime in Jamaica. Crime now fight, crime now fix, it now stop. These boys in office, all them care about is them bank account. Care about nothing else. Them come if you get rich, don't give a damn about nothing else for you. Promise you this and promise you that. And they roll them bad knuckle out.
God. Mr. MP, Mr. Government, Mr. TEF, turn on the light.
Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road!
All right, see, we're turning back now. Yeah. This is the Villa Lacade Road, and the tourists are demanding that it be fixed because it's a road that they use. And the school kids use it too, all right? Come, Mr. Bikeman, man, you're drowning ahead. So tourists, what do you have to tell the government?
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Amen.
Them are people I can't believe nothing come from them are people. The same man will tell we say, he left the Integrity Commission and then do them job. He may not court with them right now. I battle them. The man will implement the law. Be him own law. Be him own government. Be him own politician them. He might tell them, say them stupid. Stupid law them put in when him sign off pan. Remember Fee Party implement it, Him implement it, Him promote it, Listen to the Prime Minister promoting the Integrity Commission Act. Listen to him now. This is when him implemented 2017 and it had them ability and it a roll out 2019. Him promote the Integrity Commission Act. Brother.
I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind. I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place. In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced. It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
Now the same man in a quarter fight, the same integrity commissioner man promote right there, son. Beat up the PNPs if you leave them to do them job like the PNP have a problem with them. Now, when we talk about scamming, look at this piece of news, people. Scammers using Andrew name as bait. Now, remember we talk about this $20,000 where people forget? Now, we're going to read this from the book of the Star. Scammers using Onus's name as bait. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is sounding the alarm over a new online scam. Remember, you know, them just lock up how much people, 6 one time, and police in it, and then they lock up a soldier before. Him alone, them lock up with millions of dollars, and you know, I think I don't know if it was connected with the 6 from NCB Bank, right? So the man them not just a call people are foreign now and say, wanna win some sweepstake and a Benz and this. That not work no more. So scammers in Jamaica get sophisticated. Stuff will come to your phone. They might tap into the system. So it will come to your phone directly to you. And what if you understand, say, that's how the youth them are going on. The youth them have tech skills at Jamaica. This is not first time. Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is sounding the alarm over a new online scam targeting and suspecting Jamaicans. Fraudsters are circulating a fraudulent message claiming to offer a Christmas cash grant in the name of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. The scam is designed to trick individuals into clicking on malicious links and sharing sensitive personal and financial information. Jamaica, want to tell somebody, please. We just talk about the money a while ago. We know say, no one want the money bad, and plus the government slow it up, suspend it for right now. If you see something like that on the phone, no one go click it. Lord God, see it now. At this time of year, criminals are more active in their attempts to scam and defraud individuals. You don't see people. You see that? So they are giving the alerts, say, these type of stuff are going. When interacting with online message link are up, you know, be careful that they might tell you. You know, these tactics involve often involve phishing, smishing, fraudulent text message, and other forms of cyber attacks. Members of the public are urged to remain vigilant and cautious when interacting with online messages. Links are offers that seem too good to be true, the JCF said in a media release. The police are advising people to avoid clicking on links from unverified sources. They also stress the importance of protecting personal information and warn against sharing sensitive details, such as password and banking information with unknown or suspicious sources. Jamaicans, you should know that already, you know. But me understand some people believe everything they see on the phone, and especially if it come look like an official that come from some official source. Some people will follow it and click on to it. That's why a lot of people lost their money in a NCB out there. So that's a warning people. Enough people want that money to come from government, and since the money not come yet, people are saying, where the money there? So if a man sees that pop up on his phone, believe me, somebody is going to click onto it and find out what the hell is going on. Yeah? People, may I say, before me leave here, may I say videos that come out of Mexico with Jamaicans a ball to come home. And a ball say I held them there. Say they don't speak Spanish, they can't eat the food over there, and all that type of stuff. People, I'm telling you, I've seen where, you know, you may say, people, Jamaicans, where I go across the border, want to be careful one out there, yeah? Things change and I get strange. There are Jamaicans who are crying right now. Say them in Mexico. I see them put out video from Mexico. Them a ball, you know, them not understand the language, and them a, you know, them a arrest them and rough pan them over there. So yeah. And remember, I don't feel culture that I don't feel place. You have to be careful. Even though I think the government said no, you can't go Mexico from Jamaica with the visa free. So if you can go to Mexico from Jamaica visa free, I can just see how Jamaicans are gonna make that move just to make another move. But you know, people, them blocking people from other country run to Jamaicans where come through, because them come through and them now have them hotel and the return flight and all that, and the money to do what them said about coming to the country come do. You're coming to the country, come visit, you don't even know where you're going. What site are you going to look at? Do you have any attraction in mind? What attract you to this country? Why are you here? How much money are carry on you? You have a return flight. Where you going to stay as hotel? Some Jamaicans cannot answer those questions, and they might get turned back. In Mexico, it's hot, people, and that say I go on. So some just want the people them say things are changed. I'm telling you, things are changed. It's not the same anymore. Yeah, man. It's not the same anymore. So I read a little bit more about them. I say, CARICOM are prepared for Donald Trump. Appear nice are making up people. As the Caribbean community, CARICOM, prepares for Donald Trump's return as United States president, they have from Canada to Mexico and Mexico a strategy that is not to be emulated. There is no need to grovel or for CARICOM's members to throw each other under the bus, which is emerging as the preferred path of the Canadians. That only plays into Mr. Trump's favorite tactics of divide and rule. Remember, Andrew Ones threw CARICOM under the bus just for a visit to the White House. And when video come out with the Prime Minister in the White House, him they down in the back somewhere close to the bathroom or the toilet or the kitchen, weird down. So who remember? I don't like that tell. Even at the back. So what I say? And him threw the rest of CARICOM members under the bus. Remember that? So you will have trouble to come again, you know. So let's hope we stick together at this time and be smart. Instead, the region must respectfully but forthrightly and as good neighbors engaging incoming administration on the matters that are important to it. That, as this newspaper advised previously, requires the community determining what are its priorities, fashioning a strategy for pursuing them, and establishing clear red lines that won't be crossed. Ah, boy. In preparing for this, CARICOM should already be synthesizing these priorities while working back channels to the Trump transition team for an early meeting with the new president. Once he takes office, put another way, the partners in the 15-member group should not allow themselves to be individually picked by the Trump administration, as happened when he was previously in office. Therein lies the warning against emulating Canada and Mexico. Washington, Mexico City, and Ottawa are partners in a trilateral trade pact called the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, negotiated by the first Trump administration to replace the North America Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, NAFTA, which Mr. Trump at the time argued was disadvantageous to the United States. Individually, Mexico and Canada are now the U.S. two biggest trading partners in 2023. For instance, Mexico exported $475 billion in goods to the U.S., surpassing China as the top exporter to U.S. The U.S. exported $323 billion in goods to Mexico, which put their bilateral trade at $798 billion. That's not bad, back and forth. On the other hand, Canada exported $419 billion worth of goods to the U.S., placing it third after China, $427 billion US. It bought $354 billion worth of American products, putting their two-way trade at $773 billion. When another $50 billion of Canada-Mexico trade is added to the mix, intra-USMCA trade in 2023 was worth more than US $1.6 trillion, or over 5% of global trade. Powerhouse them, man. Mexico and Canada together. Vital to their economies. But more important for Mexico and Canada, access to the Americas market is vital to their economies. That gives U.S. policymakers a powerful lever, which Mr. Trump has threatened to use to force the two neighbors to do more to stem the flow of illegal migrants and the synthetic opioid fentanyl across the borders they share with the U.S. His specific threat a week ago was to impose a 25% tariff on all goods entering the United States from the two countries. Although the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has made muted statements supportive of Canada-Mexico relations, he has hardly pushed back against suggestions by several Canadian officials, especially provincial premiers, that Ottawa should go in it alone and negotiate a bilateral trade agreement with the U.S., even before the USMCA comes up for the formal review in 2026. If the partners agree, after the review, the trade pact could continue up to 2036. People, the article is long, but it's very interesting. And everybody run up and down like a chicken with the neck cut off. You know, all like a we go Jamaica, we not nothing to give. We no manufacture nothing. We are nobody. All we do, we live on beggings and scrappings, walk and beg and borrow. That's how we live on. We don't look within ourselves and say, you know what can we do for ourselves? How can we be food sustain? How can we get food? We'll sustain ourselves when it comes, at least food. That means if somebody say, bend down Carlos. And you say, no, sir, me not bend down, come in them thing there. You say, all right, me I cut off your food from you. At least you can go and go dig up one sweet potato and cut off one banana eat. But when you know, have the food security in your country, anything can go on. And not only that, in a time when you have wars and rumors of war, people. There's rumors of war all over this world. I know every day we just are going about business because we hear about war from a long time. But war are rock out the people. And mankind have the lever of power on this earth. Them have a button when they can press something and them destroy the whole earth. We don't know what mankind decide to do. And the man them full of ego. Every man a big bad man. World leader badness, you know. Yeah, man, a big badness that man. Paul's badness who have the biggest, baddest weapon. If I say fair, you hurt my feelings and make me ego rile up. They gonna bomb you. People, the world is unstable. So it's when it comes to food and water and greens and all them things that I don't think so. The government will take them things serious. We own our food. What if the world? All right, look here, people. Simple example the other day. When the big sea come in and all them container just dead out of sea there. Workers gone home, left them. Some of them drop out. Hey, who remember in the big sea, this world was like the end of the earth. Who remember that? And them nah take sleep and mat dead, you know. Who remember when the hotel them shut down in Jamaica? Who remember when the plane them now land? Who remember when the ship them now come on Jamaica, cruise ship come on Jamaica with Jamaican crew member on it? Who come on Jamaica to come home? The shipping company make an extra trip to Jamaica to take home Jamaicans and the cruise line, and the Prime Minister would not let them off. They have to go all the way to Europe and come back home in the abyss. Who remember those desperate days? Remember? Ship with all type of stuff, produce and all type of supplies out of sea, they now move. Big sea. COVID shut down the world. Factories stop produce stuff. At the first time in the world, in our history, as I can remember, when them said them could have see China, I read where they could see China from the space station. Factories shut down. Nothing now pollute the earth. Them could have seen the Himalayas mountain from India. I read that. Me read them thing there, man. Them could have seen the Himalayas mountains from India the first time in our history. Why? Pollution stop. Factory shut down. The world stop. Take sleep and mark that. I don't know why we not plan with one food. See Trump coming, everybody run up and down. Because I already decide to do, I depend upon people. Me that take, look here. With Trump coming in, me that look point as, you know what? Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's time for we clean up a shit whole country. Yeah, man, just take that way there. It's time to fix up yourself. Stop depending on everybody else. Fix up a little rat hole. Start produce again. Be of value to this world. Other than reggae music and sports. Not even athletics are crack it no more. If they run of them, I run last, I run behind. And then I run like we used to run no more. Everything I mash up. A destruction to the country. Jamaica should be of more value to this world, man. And we can, you know. See them smart that take money out of bank. And now them a scam and use Andrew Owen's name as bait. Tell me what you think in the comment section, people. Thank you for watching this video, you know. You see if they don't take care of the youth here come. The final argument. You see the youth here will come to Jamaica. You see we look at son or daughter, we look at nephew them. We look at grandparents, them come. You see, if government not go 100% and 200% spend money on the youth, them a lot people. If I look up on Facebook, you know, you know, hear me with them video, you know. A long time I beg them say, pay attention to the youth them. We say, make we go meet the youth them. Don't make the youth them come meet we. Them not listen we. No the youth them come meet we. Eh? Me always tell them, say, wait till the 5 turn 10 and the 10 turn 15. Now they look at 15-year-old, them I do some things. Me could do something for the youth them. Something is out there, something is wrong. Whatever is wrong, we could move it from the youth them. Some people are frowned up their face, but it will be good for humanity. Nobody likes changes. Change don't come easy. Whatever hurt the youth, they remove it from humanity. Anyway, people, thank you so much for watching this video. Good morning. Yeah, as usual, I am a student in our class. Make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If for the first time on this platform, and you like the work, go ahead and subscribe and make this platform your home. Don't forget to hit the bell and hit all. So when we come on live, you can get out and see with the eye. You see me? Yeah, man. Big up to each and everyone who come here so today. Thank you so much for watching this video, people. My name is Jamaican Carlos. Yeah? I'm out.
This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget? This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget?
You have a voters list in Olympic Gardens of over 30,000 people. How many of them you think are criminals? Answer me. Give me a number. How many you think of them are murderers involved in murder? I can tell you that it is not more than 20. All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3 year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no Axel or Corrigoat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the facts of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that dinner. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone.
Never stop that, people. Never stop that, because I never crap that piece of clip right there. So, do you see when the man take out the aisle in the plastic bag, or it become a laughter? Something where poor people have to do every day. So if you come in a shop and see me buy aisle in a bag like that, I laugh of me in your mind. I want to hear the big boy them. When the aisle come out in the plastic bag, me have to stop it for showing that part there. Or the man them bust out in a laughter. Let's watch it again.
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3 year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the backs of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that tin. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the PhD.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals. Break for those employees earning up to $1.5 million annually.
The Jamaica Labour Party will remove income tax from the salaries of approximately 118,000 workers. This includes most teachers, nurses, security forces, and many public and private sector workers. You could take home as much as $18,000 more on your pay per month.
But on assuming office, the JLP found out that there were scarce resources to finance its election promise. There was no gas tax as the party had hoped, and as such, the April 1 deadline for implementation of the tax policy was never met. But the party shrugged that off, and Finance Minister Audley Shaw made this announcement when he opened the budget debate on May 12.
And so when we presented our 10-point plan, which included 1.5, this was not just a political gimmick, it wasn't at all. It was something that was well grounded in research into the situation, the feeling, the suffering of the people.
TVJ News understands that the Health and Finance Ministries are now locked in a meeting at the Labour Ministry with representatives of the Junior Medical Doctors Association, JMDA. It comes after doctors across the island this morning called in sick. This has led to a reduction or suspension of some surgeries slated for today. Dr. Delroy Frey is the clinical coordinator for the Western Regional Health Authority. He says the situation is dire.
Yesterday, we had 324 patients in hospital at the Carolina Hospital. What this means, currently we have a cadre of 33 consultants and staff. We have to now deploy the consultant and staff to man our accident and emergency department and to look after our patients on the wards. So this is going to curtail our clinic activity, our elective admissions, and also, elective surgery to be done. Now, it is very important for the public to know that we cannot maintain this beyond 24 to 48 hours because we are going to get tired.
It's why he's calling for good sense to prevail.
Whatever is necessary to resolve this issue, we'd love to see it end by this evening. I'm making a strong plea for this because it is going to be severe impact on our patients.
Dr. Frey says all hospitals within the region have been impacted by the sick-out. On Sunday, JMDA President Dr. Renee Badru expressed disappointment that the government ignored the group's call for action. It had given the government a 48-hour notice to respond to an ultimatum for the completion of discussions on the wage reclassification.
God. Mr. MP, Mr. Government, Mr. TEF, turn on the light.
Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road!
All right, see, we're turning back now. Yeah. This is the Villa Lacage Road, and the tourists are demanding that it be fixed because it's a road that they use. And the school kids use it too, alright? Come, Mr. Bikeman, mind you're drowning ahead. So tourists, what do you have to tell the government?
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Amen.
I'm right in Mandeville town. When I sit on this chair in a pothole, a big pothole. I ask the Prime Minister if this is right. You guys can see me that I sit in the town, into a pothole. This is right, Mr. Prime Minister. This is not right. Right in Mandeville town, right beside KFC. I'm sitting in the middle of the road, into a pothole and a chair. This is not right. The government, I'm pleading to you to fix this pothole. This is not right. We need help on a pothole here. Up top.
Wow, family, manners and respect. It look like nobody now have no intention to fix our roads. Look at that. What that is showing you, years of neglect. You see garbage, whole stretch of road that has not been patched. Now it get worse. Wow. Water settled on our streets. Poor drain system are none. This need major reconstruction. Water need to go on the road. Look at that. Look at the depth of hole. I've never seen anything like this. Article after article. You can see it. There goes a man who died in a pothole, fell off his bike, drowned in a pothole. Even police think that their duty has been hampered by the lack of good road. It's all over, people, article after article.
Citizens are still concerned about the high incidences of crime and violence. Security Minister Robert Montague has been talking tough, even hinting that his ministry is considering resuming capital punishment.
It cannot be that persons feel comfortable to exact criminality but do not expect to be severely punished. Persons who intend to break the law must know that the punishment will be sure, swift, and just. In that regard, I have asked the Minister of State, Senator Pernell Charles Jr., to consult with a number of agencies, including the Attorney General's Office and the Ministry of Justice, to determine if there are any legal impediments for the resumption of hanging in Jamaica.
Mr. Holness says his administration will be bold in tackling crime.
The narrative which we want to emerge is that we're going to be bold, that we are going to take the reasonable steps necessary to make a stepwise reduction in crime in Jamaica. We don't intend to do it in a dictatorial fashion. It must be reasonable. At the end of the day, civil society, public opinion is very strong in Jamaica.
The bar is high for the JLP team, and no doubt Jamaicans are eagerly awaiting all the promises the party made on the campaign trail, like removing auxiliary fees from high schools, implementing fixed election dates, and setting term limits for future prime ministers. Tanika Thomas reporting for Scene Caribbean News.
Officer, wait, officer. Officer, please. Officer, hold on.
Come here. Try to get to them, try to get to them, man.
Come out now, officer. Hold on. Officer, come out and do it. Do not kill them.
Let them kill you.
Let's slide over there.
Go ahead now.
Pull the door, officer.
Yo. Let me tell you that.
Yo. I'll cook something for us.
Let me tell you that. That's what I need. Disappointing a youth. Killer. Shut up, youth. Killer.
Officer, wait, officer. Please. Nobody. Please, officer, please. Please, I live with the fun. Please, I live with the fun. Please, officer, do your big. Please, do. See, anyway, do. Please, officer.
Shut up,
Please, officer, please, do. Please. No, please.
Father God.
No, officer, we're not good. Officer, man.
Officer, my brother, we are soldier and police officer. Please, we are good. Officer, just a big fucking mistake.
We get accepted for the college.
Why is it? Officer, please.
I'm married to me.
Officer, please.
Get accepted for the officer, we are not fool. Please, officer. Please, we are begging officer. Please.
Please, officer.
Citizens are still concerned about the high incidences of crime and violence. Security Minister Robert Montague has been talking tough, even hinting that his ministry is considering resuming capital punishment.
It cannot be that persons feel comfortable to exact criminality but do not expect to be severely punished. Persons who intend to break the law must know that the punishment will be sure, swift, and just. In that regard, I have asked the Minister of State, Senator Pernell Charles Jr., to consult with a number of agencies, including the Attorney General's Office and the Ministry of Justice, to determine if there are any legal impediments for the resumption of hanging in Jamaica.
Mr. Holness says his administration will be bold in tackling crime.
The narrative which we want to emerge is that we're going to be bold, that we are going to take the reasonable steps necessary to make a stepwise reduction in crime in Jamaica. We don't intend to do it in a dictatorial fashion. It must be reasonable. At the end of the day, civil society, public opinion is very strong in Jamaica.
The bar is high for the JLP team, and no doubt Jamaicans are eagerly awaiting all the promises the party made on the campaign trail, like removing auxiliary fees from high schools, implementing fixed election dates, and setting term limits for future prime ministers. Tanika Thomas reporting for Scene Caribbean News.
I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind. I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place. In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced. It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. And that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.